Yen Press licenses Suzume, Konosuba Fantastic Days novels, The Devil's a part-timer anthology manga more. Also, looks are all you need. Secrets of the Silent Witch, Our Last Crusade or The Rise of the New World Secret File. Yen Press announced on Twitter on Friday that he has licensed 10 titles, including 5 manga, 3 light novels, a manhwa, and a novel for Makoto Shinkai Suzume film released in July 2022. Suzume novel by Makoto Shinkai. Suzume Iwato lives with her aunt in a quiet port town in Kyosho, Japan. One day, in her way to school, she runs into a young man looking for a door and follows him to a ruin in the mountains. Standing alone amid the collapsed walls is a single old white door, and as if pulled by an invisible force, Suzume reaches out her hand to open it. Eventually, the door begins to open up one after another across Japan. It must be closed before disaster crosses over for the other side. Follow Suzume's journey to do just that in this novelization of Makoto Shinkai's film written by the director himself. The novel will launch with a digital and physical hardcover release. Our Last Crusade of the Rise of the New World Secret File light novel by Kei Sasani and Ao Nekonabe, the first volume in a series of short stories set in the Our Last Crusade universe. Highlights include an anecdote about Nene, Miss and Risha having a sleepover in Iska's room, plus the tale of Iska and Alice's first encounter in their younger days. The Devil is a part-timer official anthology comic manga by Satoshi Wakahara and Akio Hiragi. The Devil King and his friends takes a look at the wedding venue, buy swimsuits, and get washed up on a deserted island. This collection of original comic stories, drawn by a line of artists and fans of the series, comprises episodes which may or may not have happened during the main story. Konosuba, God's Blessing in This Wonderful World Fantastic Days light novel by Natsume Akatsuki, Korone Mishima, and Hirokuma, and Somsap. Follow Kazuma and his party as they help a team of aspiring dancers fight a former general of the Demon King, and more in the series of adventures based on the Fantastic Days game, along with new, unique content. Luke's All You Need novel by Ghost Mikawa and Nekomi. Rairan High School is a private arts academy where geniuses in every field, music, dance, fashion, gather. But in reality, Luke's aside to student success, not talent. My sister Ishika Ikipokoro is a shut-in who can do anything without her older brother, and I was sure that devastating lack of charisma would dorm here. But I know a secret, though you never guess it. Behind her mask, the internet sensation V-singer is none other than my sister Shika. Her voice is one of a kind. Would it be enough to overcome Raiwan High's antisocial order? Secrets of the Silent Witch manga by Matsuri Isora, Nana Mufugimi, and Tobin Tana. Monica Everett is a silent witch, the only mage in the world who can use enchanted agecraft. Underneath all the fancy titles, she also is the shyest girl you ever met. In fact, she learned enchanted magecraft just as she would have to speak in public. Monica may be talented, but she has zero confidence, and now she is being tasked with infiltrating a prestigious academy and protecting the kingdom's second prince. How will she survive? My Maid is a feline gentleman manga by Arata Asanai. When Toshiro is hired as a servant for diplomat Alex, he expects he will get to be treated as a sex object and is afraid of the prospect of serving a beastman. But to his surprise, Alex is appalled by the treatment of Omegas in Japan. No one has ever been so kind to Toshiro, and he finds his feelings begin to change. Saint? Nope, just a monster tamer passing drone manga by Inamaji and Itatoi. Kanata is a girl so gifted with magic that people swear up and down she's the second coming of a saint. When it comes time for her to choose a job, she settles on master taming. In truth, Kanata is a reincarnation of a friendless woman from the modern world. To make up for lost time, she set out on a quest to gather as many fluffy creatures as she can get her hands on. The Reinformation of the World as overseen by a realist Demon King manga by Ryusuke Hata and Manatsu Suzuki. The 72nd Demon King Astaroth has been reincarnated in a strange new land with the mission to unite the world under his banner and reform his chaotic ways. He is the youngest of the Demon Kings, and although his forces may be weaker than those of his rivals, he wouldn't hesitate to use all the means at his disposal to achieve victory, willing unheard of resourcefulness and tactics. He'll reshape the fate of all who live under his reign.